everyone. How are you today? My name is Chi and I'm from marketing department. And today we are very happy to see you guys in our webinar. And so today is our product launch conference. And today we will bring you two new products from SIGM series and SBC series. So the first one is SIGM-U3550, and this is a very professional product, specially designed for rail transit standards. And another one is from SBC series, which is called PITX-I915, and this is a standard 2.5-inch single-board computer, which is a very suitable for application with limited installation space. And so for more product highlights will be introduced by Gary and Reese, our customer solution manager. So this is our agenda for today. So the first part, Gary will introduce our new product, SIGM-U3550. And then the second part, Reese, she will introduce our SBC new SBC series PITX-I915. And after that, we have a Q&A section. So if you have any question during this webinar, you can just write it down in our chat box, and then we will answer you later. And now I don't want to take too much time for this. So now welcome, Gary. Gary, I hand it over to you.
Okay, thanks, Chi. And next, I will introduce our new product. Today, I will share with our new product with the SIGM series. This is called U3550. This is a CompactPCI S.0 standard design box computer. Actually, it's a 3U blade computer system. And next, I will introduce this product from these 5 contents. First one, I will introduce our SIGM series roadmap, and next is our new product features and highlights. Next is the order information, target market, and this product schedule. Okay, this page, I will introduce our SIGM series roadmap. Now we have these products for now. First one is SIGM-2650, the processor with Upper Lake, and the next processor are all Intel Core series, like Skylake or Kaby Lake U. There are many products, some of them with the PoE function, some of them can support the AI acceleration chip. This acceleration chip is our domestic manufacturer with the MLU220. The computing power of this AI acceleration chip is 8 TOPS or 16 TOPS. And next is our new product, this processor with Intel Coffee Lake H, and also it can support the GPU card or AI acceleration card too. The computing power can up to 128 TOPS. Okay, next I will introduce this product comparison. First one is the processor. As I said, we have the Upper Lake, Skylake, or Kaby Lake U, and the latest is the Coffee Lake H. So the memory is also different. The first one is DDR3, and the next are DDR4. Also, we design with onboard memory and another with SOD. So you can choose different choice for you. Next are length, storage, and USB COM. I want to introduce this power supply. We have two options. The first one is DC 9 to 36 voltage wide power input, and also you can choose the railway power module like DC 48, 72, 110 voltage input. Okay, there are two options for you. So this the second option is meet the railway standard power supply. Okay. The next part, I will introduce our new product features and highlights. This is the picture of our new product, and here is some key features. First one, this is meet with the standard PICMG and the CompactPCI Serial design. The processor with the Intel Coffee Lake H CPU, and the chipset is SIGM-U3550. For the memory, there's one onboard DDR4 with 8 GB or 16 GB. There are two choices, and another SOD memory slot can up to 32 GB SOD memory. And there's one HDMI, one DP, two display, 4 lanes on the motherboard. And for the storage, it can support one mSATA and 4 2.5-inch SATA 3 storage. We have totally have 8 3U CPCI standard expansion slot. For the power supply, there's one and one redundant railway standard ultra voltage power supply with 300 watt. And at the bottom, there's a heat dissipation. There are 3 fans at here. Next one is certification. Our product has can support the EN50155. Okay, next page is introduce the dimension of the product. Next one. Okay, here is the overview of the interface with this product. From left to right, we can see here is the power. Here is the DC power input. It can support the 16.6 to 160 voltage. Next one is DC out. The voltage is 12. And next, there are 2 power supply. Can support redundant design. And next, there are 8 slots. These 8 slots I will introduce later with these functions. The right side is our motherboard. There are 2 USB 3, 1 DP, 1 HDMI, 2 lanes with M1 interface, and 2 lanes with RJ45 interface. There are 1 COM port. At the bottom, there's a 1U intelligent temperature controlled fan. There are 3 fans at here for cooling. Okay, so what's the highlights or features does our new product have? We can see that they have 11 contents, and I will introduce this one by one. First one, our products choose the CompactPCI S.0 design specification. This is a standard technology, so we also choose this design our new product. Okay, next one. Here is introduce the Coffee Lake H CPU performance. For the computing performance, they are up to 6 cores with processor, and the 9th generation graphic card can support up to 3 independent displays. We also have the wider I/O capabilities, and with the high speed of this I/O interface. For the operation system, we can support the mainstream systems now, like Windows 10, Linux, Yocto, and others, so on. Also, because of the Intel processor and the chipset, so it can support like Intel security features like SGX, TXE, and the PTM technology. Okay, as I said, our processor with Intel Coffee Lake H, so we can provide these 3 CPU support for you, and also they have other CPU support list for your reference. This is our ordering information. There are 3 SKU. This page is introduce the high memory performance. As I said, there's a DDR4 onboard memory. The onboard memory with 8 GB or 16 GB. There's another channel for SODIMM slot. This SODIMM slot can up to 32 GB. So the total memory can up to 40 or 48 GB. For i3 or i7 processor, it can support the ECC technology. Next page is introduce the storage. It can support 1 M SATA and 4 2.5-inch SSD or HDD. It also can support the read function like read 0, read 1, 5, and 10 for the security. Next page. This picture is introduce our diverse network solutions. On the motherboard, there are 4 lanes, and also we have some subcard can support others network solutions. Like with this subcard, we can support 6 M12 PoE network ports, and this subcard can support like mini PCIe M.2, which can support like Wi-Fi, 4G, 5G. This is a whole solution can use at the same time. Okay, this page is introduce Intel AMT technology. AMT is an active management technology, and you can remote control our products with the local area network. But the requirements is i5, i7, and i9 processor, and it must have the i219 network chip. With these 2 requirements, it can support Intel AMT technology. So remote control with this software. Next one. This our 8 expansion slots. For the slot 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have a subcard can support 4 SATA 3. You can install 4 SSD and here, and for slot 5 and 6. We have 2 subcards for you. You can choose 3 PoE network card, or you can choose mini PCIe and M2 slot are here. Also, for the slot 7 and 8, there's one PCIe X8 signal. For this signal, we can install like GPU or AI card at here. So the slot choice is very, very flexible for you, and you can choose according to your requirements, like network solutions or AI solutions. Okay, next is introduce this certification. We can achieve this EN50155. So with this certification, we can do this test. And I will introduce the first one is the temperature control intelligent heat dissipation design. At the bottom, there's 3 fans at here. It can support hot swappable, and there's a MCU to control the temperature intelligently. Next page, it's a high and low temperature test. Because you want to achieve this certification, so you must have to pass the low and high temperature. Next page is introduce the power supply. As I said, there are 2 power supply here for redundant design. Each power supply with 300 watt, and the power supply support DC 16.6 to 106 voltage. We also test with this standard power voltage like 24, 36, 48, 72, 96, and 110 voltage with our product. Also, you can choose, if you unplug this power supply for 1 second, it also can run normally. Okay. Also, this power supply also can support the hot swappable. Okay, next page is anti-vibration and anti-shock test with some pictures for you. Okay, next part is the order information. There are 3 models for you with i3, Xeon, and i7. Also, we have 3 CPCI subcard, some with the network chip, some with the SATA driver bay, and some with the expansion slot. And also we can support this 300 watt power supply. Also, we can provide some cables like this is one M2 DC cable and one M2 PoE cable, and the power supply M12 cable. So with this high performance and the flexible expansion, it can use very widely. Typically, with the EN50155 certification, so this can be used like the railway system to use as the CCTV or automation driving. Also, you can choose it at the factory or industry. Yes, our product can have support this EN50155 certification with this new product. Okay, The last part is this product schedule, and our new product has been mass production of DVT vision with this month later. Okay, that's all for my sharing of the SIGM products, and next I will introduce another partner Reese to introduce another new product for you.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Reese. Today I will introduce our new product PITX-I915. It is our smallest single board yet, and the performance is significantly higher. So I will divide the introduction into these 5 parts. Okay, let's begin with the roadmap. This is our SBC series from the 953 to the 913. The CPU is constantly upgraded, and it covering a variety of standard size specification for the product to meet the customer's requirements. And our new product 915, it equipped with Intel Tiger Lake, and it is the smallest single board. Comparing to the previous product, it has smaller size and higher the CPU performance. Okay, next I will introduce the detail of the product features. About the CPU, it can support Intel Tiger Lake, 4-core or Celeron series. And about the memory, it is a dual-channel memory design on board and support LPDDR4X SOD. And about the network ports, it has 2 network ports, which is RJ45 interface. And about the display, it has 1 HDMI and 1 EDP, which can support connected the LCD screen. And about the USB port, it has 2 USB 3 and 2 USB 2. And another interface, it has 2 COM ports and the standard audio interface. About the expansion, it has 1 M.2 slot and 1 4-launch mini PCIe slot with X1 signal. And about the storage, it has 2.5-inch SSD SATA3 and 4-launch mini PCIe slot support the selection of mini PCIe and M-SATA signals through the BIOS. And about the adapter, the power supply, it can support DC in 12-way power input. Okay, the next is the precise dimensions of the new product. As we can see the screen, it is the dimensional drawings of the new product. It is only 2.5-inch, and they have two different cooling design. One is with fine heat thickness, and another is without fine. The size is different. The the one without fine is smaller than the one with fine. Okay. Next, I will introduce the product highlights. There are 9 parts. Let's begin with the CPU performance. This new product can support the 11th gen Intel processor, and the multi-thread performance is improved 90%, and the single thread performance is improved 23%. And about the memory, it can support high frequency memory, and it is a dual channel memory design on board. And if you choose if the board with Intel Core i3 or i5, it can support up to 8G, and the board with Intel Core i7 CPU, and it can support up to 16G. Okay. The next is the graphic. It has two dual interface, dual independent display, one HDMI port with support 4K signal, and one ADP interface, and it can support Intel Deep Learning Boost, and inference computing power Serial can reach 8 TOPS. And we can see the picture. It is a HDMI display, can support 4K signal, and it is a EDP display port. It can support EDP LCD screen like this. Okay, the next is the network design. It has 2 different network chips, 219 and 210, and they have a M.2 slot can support the Wi-Fi 6 or Bluetooth. Okay. According to the network design, so it can support the JHC remote management view software. And about the storage design, it is 1-in-1 dual storage. One is the SATA3. It can support SSD hard driver, and another is the mini PCIe slot. When you plug the PCI function module or SATA storage disk, it can automatically detect PCIe and SATA 6. Okay, the next is the dual memory cooling design. There are 2 different cooling design options. One is the finest heat sink. With this cooling design, it need additional cooling profile. But if you choose the with fine, if you choose the with fine, the one with fine, it doesn't need it. And about the size, the thickness of the motherboard after installation is 32.7 millimeter, and the one with fine installation is 41.9 millimeter. Okay, the next is about the mini size. It is mini size and about 2.5 inch, 2.5 inch, and as we can see the picture, it is smaller than the iPhone. The size like the size of 2.5 inch SSD hard disk. Okay, the next is the ordering information. There are 4 different CPU options and 2 different cooling design options, and it is the cable information and some package of the screws and the jump caps. Okay, about the target market, due to the small size, the mini size, and the high performance, so it can be used in various applications like machine visions or AGV or medical testing, and it also suitable for industrial manufacturing and smart cities and securities. Okay, the next is the product schedule. The EV phase is earlier September, and the PV phase is the late November. Okay, that's my introduction today. Next is the Q&A part. Let's hand over to Chichi.
Okay, thank you, Gary and Reese, for their detailed introduction. So now it's our Q&A part. So before that, we prepared 2 questions to Reese. So the first one is, how many SATA drive does SIGM-U3550 support?
It can support 4 2.5 inch SATA at most, and also it can support 1 M SATA and at the same time, and can support the read function.
Okay, and the second one is, what's the size of the onboard memory in the PITX-I915?
For the i3 or i5 on board, it can support up to 8 GB. And about the i7, it can support up to 16 GB memory. Okay.
Okay, so now have any other question? Anyone? Do you have any question? There's one question asking, is Sigma is available now?
We have some samples. It's a testing phase.
Now already have?
Yes, the
Okay.
testing sample.
Okay, so if you are interested in our sample, you can contact our sales team. Okay. Okay, so just let us know if you have any question after this webinar. So please feel free to contact JHCTECH and can email to us. Okay, and now I think we have done for today. So this was a very nice have you guys here, and I hope this webinar can bring something new for you. And if you have any requests for a new product design or webinar topic or any applications, you can always reach out to us at marketing@jhctech.com.cn. And don't forget to subscribe to our LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So see you in next webinar. Bye bye.